All right, hello Math Studies students. Today we're going to do 20E, for half of it, only assigning question number 1 on page 578. So let's talk about this. An equation of a tangent. So a tangent is a line that touches the curve in one space. Curve in one point. Okay, so let's pretend I've got a curve, right? And my tangent point is I've got a point right here, okay? And I'm going to call this lowercase a, lowercase b. This is a point, okay? And you know that the derivative gives you the slope, right? Right? So if I've got a point and I've got a slope, we can get an equation of the line. So you know that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and that equals slope, right? So we're going to use this and rearrange it so that we can get an equation of the line. So what you can do is you could say y minus, what's the y value? B over x minus, what's the x value? A is equal to our slope, and our slope we're going to write as the derivative. All right? And so let's highlight what I just said. A is the x value. I'm replacing this with A. B is the y value. I'm replacing this with B. And slope is the derivative, and I'm replacing slope with the derivative. Okay? And then I can rearrange this in order to get our equation of the line. So let's do our first example. This example is right in the book. Okay, so the equation of a tangent, find the equation of a tangent given this function. All right, so if I take the derivative of this, I get power comes to the front, and then the power decreases by 1, and the derivative of 1 is 0. So here is my slope equation. Okay, at point x equals 1. So we need to figure out the y value at this point. So when x equals 1, we get 1 squared plus 1. Oops, I should put a 1 there, right? When x equals 1, we get 1 squared plus 1. That's from this equation here. And then I get 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that means this point is 1, 2. All right? So I'm going to use this relationship up above to help us come up with the tangent equation. Okay. So if I've got y minus the blue one, 2, over x minus the yellow one, 1, that should be equal to our slope, 2x, right? Okay. And, but, what's the value of x? We know that x equals 1. So I'm going to replace this with, guess what? 1. So now I've got y minus 2 over x minus 1 equals 2. All right. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply x minus 1 on both sides. So if I multiply x minus 1 on both sides, then this is going to cancel out with that denominator, right? And then I get y minus 2 equals 2 times x minus 1. Okay? And then if I do distributive property with a 2, I get y minus 2 equals 2x minus 2. And then the final step is we add 2 on both sides to make that cancel out. And then I get y equals 2x. And this is the equation of my tangent. Which is a straight line. Okay. Now, if you want to, I recommend you watch this over a couple of times if you have any difficulty with this. Let's do another example. Okay. So we've got find the equation of the tangent here at point x equals 2. Okay, step 1. I want to find the derivative. That's equal to 3x squared minus 7 is my derivative at this point. So we plug in 2. Okay, so then I find out 2 squared is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. So I have 12 minus 7. My slope when x equals 2 is 5. Okay, so this is my slope, right? Okay, let's go back to the original function. Okay, when x equals 2, what's y going to be? Okay, so we take this equation, we got 2 cubed minus 7 times 2 plus 3. This is going to get us our y value when x equals 2 for this equation. So then I got y equals 8 minus 14 plus 3. Okay, 8 plus 3 is 11, and negative 14 plus 11 is going to give me negative 3. Okay, so the point is 2 comma negative 3. Okay, now we're going to use the relationship we just used on the previous one. That relationship is y minus b equals x minus a equals our derivative, and our a comma b, so the a value is 2, the b value is negative 3, our slope is 5. Now we can do our substitution to get our equation of our straight line. So now we've got y minus negative 3 over x minus 2 equals 5. Okay. Then, so let's just do the distribute negative 3. We got y plus 3 over x minus 2 equals 5. Now what did we do on the previous question? To get rid of this denominator, I'm going to multiply both sides by x minus 2. Now why am I doing that? To get rid of this denominator. Okay, and now I've got y plus 3 equals 5x minus 2. right? And so now I'm going to distribute the 5, and we get y plus 3 equals 5x minus 10. And then our final step is to subtract 3 on both sides. And then I get y equals 5x minus 13. And this is the equation of a straight line. And so this is our tangent line equation. Okay, so I recommend you watch this video a couple of times if you have difficulty and write this into your notes. Good luck with this assignment.